Hey y'all, welcome back. All right, we're going to go ahead and dive in and see what Divine Holy Spirit has for the collective. The cards are all upright and in order by way of major arcana and through each element. And thank you all for being here. Thank you for your support, your love, your compassion, your generosity, donations, all of that. Thank you so much. All right, Divine Holy Spirit of the highest white light consciousness, what do you have for the collective? What does the collective need to know and be made aware of at this time? You guys, I still am hosting a reading special. It's the I Got Your Back reading. I have half of the readings done and still another half to go out. But if you may think you haven't received your message, please check your spam folder because I respond through the email you have on the Shopify site where you checked out. And yeah, if anybody wants to take advantage, it's still there. And I'm still reading for you guys. I got your back. All right, Holy Spirit, what you got for the collective? I heard a peace offering, and I was shown like somebody, it looked like a pink carnation. So it's not necessarily like a rose meaning love, but a peace offering of some sort. And it was just like a hand actually motioning to hand it over to you, collective. All right, thank you, Spirit, for that. What else? I heard they've been getting their ass whooped. That's what I heard. Somebody said that. Yikes. I heard they want it to be over. Make it stop. Make it stop. And you know what that account was given. Who the account was given by was possibly an ancestor, and they're just like filling us in on the tea. Like they're just saying like, man, you should hear them. They're like, make it stop as we like sip our tea together. Like, they're just coming to check in with us to let us know what's going on, because we're far removed from that. We would not have any idea what was going on over there because we're meant to be kept away. I'm hearing from the fray. I wouldn't even use that terminology, but that's what I heard. All right. So I heard ulterior madness. So that made me think of like ulterior motive, but it was ulterior madness. I don't know what ulterior would mean in that scenario, but let's just keep going, you guys. All right. What else, Spirit? What else? I heard transportation because I was shown like a bus, and then transformation came along with that. And I heard a bouquet. So this is telling me like, don't be surprised if you receive some sort of bouquet as, a peace offering at your door. There's a reference of a peach. Like I was shown a peach, and even those flowers, like the carnations, when they're like peach colored, I was being shown that as well. I feel like it's a crowd in here. Not in my physical, but like in the spiritual surrounding of me picking up messages. Like it's a lot of, it feels like just is it commune? As if this were like the, how they have like a designated space, like a banquet room or a room to where people can kind of just lounge before they go their separate ways. That's what it feels like. I would have said break room, but it's not like we're at work. It's not that sort of thing, but it's like, people are just kind of gathered together. And then, later on we'll disperse. So this could be some sort of like, it's not a party though. It's not a celebration, but it's definitely like a get together to just kind of like fill in the blanks. It's giving also like, I've never been a part of anything like this, but if you were to be welcome to like a community, say it was like a brand new apartment building, like a skyrise apartment building, they basically designated a day for you to come and, be acquainted with your future neighbors by way of other tenants, and then possibly the people who work for the building. And you maybe you get to go see a few of the what do they have that when you stage the apartment? But these feel like these are apartments you rent. These are like apartments you purchase. Like, what do they call that? Like a condo, a co-op or something like that. But it's giving like luxurious, because who else would do something like this? It would have to be something of a prestigious sort of event. So I feel like, collective, this is where we are. And that's why I felt like we were receiving the tea. Somebody was coming in to check in with us to let us know what was going on over there and on the dark side, quote unquote, right? Because we're far removed from that. We're about to move into our brand new, newly purchased. This building even seems like brand new. Like, it's like, that luxurious living. But it's like a high-rise apartment. I'm hearing the penthouse suite, but this might be like a special sort of VIP gathering for us to become acquainted at our new residence. I heard disassociated when I was thinking of the dark side. What's going on over there, that those people are getting their asses kicked and they want to send you a peace offering as you're in this commune right now meeting your new neighbors. And that could be the collective, you and I, divine collective. All right, we got it, Spirit. Thank you. I'll take that, please, and thank you. That would be something, y'all, if we all like cohabitated together. Wouldn't that be something? Could you imagine the conversations like in this little meeting spot that we're in, as we meet in passing, just to come down to the, like, I feel like I want to call it some sort of quarters, just to come down and chat with our little slippers on and with our little cup of coffee. It just feels really like community. Like, this is like very much private VIP. Like, we don't take outsiders sort of thing. Like, you had to possibly be invited to come to a place like this. I know that sounds strange, but it's like, I mean, we could really definitely say that this community was just built for us and like no new friends sort of energy. I'm hearing things like possibly having to have been interviewed for something like this to be able to reside or be a part of this community of a collective of divine beings. But it has a lot to do with residency. Like, this is going to be like your final resting or landing place. Like, this is where you're going to be from here on out. It's giving me right now like the interior is very bright, but outside is very dark, very desolate. But I've had dreams like this. I've maybe had 2 dreams of inside is like vibrant, it's popping. You got everything you need inside of this high-rise building, but it's like no point or no need to look out of the window, because when you do, there's nothing but like gray. It's giving like post-apocalyptic energy outside. That was the dream. But I feel like this is where we're headed here. Whereas we're going to be fine as long as we're, inside. But this was made for us to be inside of this place, so we wouldn't have to be outside of there or have to venture outside. Like, everything we need is right inside of there. So when I said it felt like, a common space, this is really what that is. It's like you're going downstairs to chop it up with your divine neighbor. And it's going to be something that, you're going to be comfortable doing. You're going to look forward to this. This is crazy, but this is so cute. But you know how the senior citizens have their little community room and they do the arts and crafts. But don't you know they possibly look forward to that, even if they are just some popsicle sticks and string and glue. They look forward to that. I'm pretty sure they do. So this is the same kind of energy to where you and we're going to be like, man, it was so good meeting and catching up with such and such the other morning. But it's like every time you go down to this little collective little grouping thing, it's like you meet somebody new and it's like, man, where have these people been all my life? Well, this is the community. Y'all haven't even, I'm just now looking down at the table at the cards because I was just so wrapped into this community. But it's definitely invitation only VIP. How we got there? I feel like we had been in transit this whole time. We heard the announcement of the new earth and we were like, okay, yeah, that's great, but where is it? I feel like now it's upon us. Now we can kind of start getting together and planning our, seed of where we want to be at and the new residence and all of that good stuff. And, looking forward to what that even feels like, because I feel like we're being pointed in a direction now to where this place, even though it may not be physical, but it'd be awesome if it was. And I'm not even like a meeting of people person type of person, meeting of people type of person. That's what I meant to say. I'm not even that person, but I'm telling you, this is something that you're going to look forward to. Like, you're really going to like, man, that was great. But it's going to be, I'm hearing countless, it's going to be many more days of that energy. So whereas once you were possibly a recluse, you didn't want to get out and see anybody mingle, like you were like, no. But this is like, oh my God, yes. We got it, Spirit, we got it. Thank you for that. That sounds beautiful, right? All right, y'all. I heard no judgment and judgment-free zone. So, yeah. All right, y'all. We got the Three of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. It's in the reverse. You know what that gives me right off the bat? It's like rejecting offers of people who would like to help you by way of peace offerings. But it's like, before you may have really needed their help, but you didn't ask and they didn't offer. But now it's like you don't need it. And they're pretty much aware that you don't need it. I feel like they felt it was their perfect opportunity right now to step in and say, man, we would really love to help you. Almost as if they wanted you to ask them to help you. I'm hearing bare bones. Even though they knew that you weren't in a position. This has something to do with humble and humility and all of those things right now. But my question on the back end is like, on whose part? Who here needs a dose of humility right now with this Three of Pentacles reverse? Is it because they have it and they know that you need it, but they want you to ask them? That's one case scenario. And then the other scenario is that you're fighting so hard to not to have to ask anyone. And you're just waiting on some sort of manifestations, results, prayer, offer, something like that to give in, to where you don't have to rely on the same people who counted you out. Like that's the scenario right here. Because those are the ones that are waiting for you to ask. But though I'm hearing disparaging, but those are the same ones that spoke negatively on your name or pushed negative intent your way, making it a little bit more challenging for you to kind of climb that mountain. But you still climbed it. But we're now at this peak of a mountain, like, man, I mean, I see so much here from this view. There's so many possibilities and potentials from where I'm standing on top of the peak of this mountain. But you got the people down here, the people who want you to come ask them for help. They're at the bottom of the mountain, possibly on the other side. But they're like, yeah, man, any second she's going to fall. Any second now. Wait, watch. Wait, shh. Here it goes. That's them. Three of Pentacles reverse. So I guess we can say that I feel like maybe they're taking it as some sort of game right now. They're finding a little bit of I heard restitution just now. Restitution will have to do with payback. So is that the reason why they're waiting for you to ask them for something? Because they figure that you're the one that owes them something? So I'm asking in the background, well, what's the peace offering about that we saw in the challenging? Like, where does that kick in? I feel like we're dealing with a few different individuals here. That Three of Pentacles reverse, those who are waiting for you to kind of, reach out to them for assistance because it's some sort of game to them right now. They're waiting for this moment or waiting for you to fall was the reference at the peak of the mountain, and they're on the other side looking up like any minute now. She's gonna fall, watch. And then with the roses, the peace offering of the rose and the channeling, those are people who are getting their ass kicked right now. So you know where you are? You're in between. I'm hearing a rock in a hard place, but I don't know if help me, Holy Ghost. Help me with this. Because I'm really getting like a family emphasis here with this Three of Pentacles reverse, them waiting for you to reach out to them. And then the roses, the forgiveness is coming from somebody who totally trashed you. So that could be an ex-lover. I heard excommunicated. So by way of someone you had a partnership with who tried to destroy you. That's where the peace offering is coming from. But then it's like, okay, so that would be a rock in a hard place, because on one end, you have someone who's definitely dealing with their karma from how they treated you, but they want to go ahead and get out of this, whatever's going on with them. And then you have family here who knows of your situation, but they're waiting for you to ask them. So here you are in the middle, and it could be literally these cards right here. I heard divine justice just now, but I'm looking at the justice card, but it's reversed. But I heard divine justice. So being in between a rock and a hard place is here at the top of this mountain peak. Let's get some more information, y'all. Let's dive into the cards. We have the dots. We're gonna connect them now, okay? All right. So Spirit, tell us more about this divine justice, but it's in the reverse. I heard clarity and much clarity. It's almost as if the family is not even aware of how this is about to play out for you, because they're so used to you needing them or expecting you to need them. Now they see you at the top of this mountain, but they want you to reach out to them this time. So now it's like a little, I wanted to say trickery involved, but it's trickery for them. Because it's not going to turn out how they thought. Divine justice. I'm hearing foresight. Foresight, that means ahead, right? Seeing ahead. Hold on, y'all. We're going to pull this thing together, trust me. Foresight.
Here's the definition of foresight. The ability to predict or the action of predicting what will happen or be needed in the future.
That's what I thought it meant. We are divine justice. I can't help but consider these two being in the same position. They're reversed, the Three of Pentacles and then the Justice card reverse. Ooh. 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 Okay. All right. So when we heard that it's not going to turn out how they think it's going to, yikes. So what I'm getting, y'all, it's like, man, it's really all good for them right now. And then they're waiting for you. It's like, you know, them kind of dangling something in your face. But they're waiting for you to come ask, not even knowing the foresight of this divine justice coming through that's going to turn their world upside down to where you're going to be in the position to help them. That's what that is, y'all. That's exactly what that is. The only thing is, right now, they would never see this coming because you're the one... You're the one at the top of the mountain, right? You just made it up this mountain. You had to climb, right? They're on the other side of the mountain as if they've already made it. They climbed and made it down the other side. They're looking up at you now at the top saying any second she's gonna fall. Knowing that, okay, that's what it is. They don't want to climb the mountain to come help and rescue you. They want you to ask them because they know whatever that means, them having to climb that mountain to come up and get you or rescue you is going to cost them. Not even knowing the foresight of what this is. They don't even see this one coming, y'all. Yeah, I mean, it's one thing that, yeah, she'll be all right. She's not going to fall. She's going to just go on her merry way and live happily ever after. They don't see the side that we are being told that is going to take place. They don't see that they're going to be the ones struggling for help and going to need you. They don't see that one. That's what they don't see. Wow. Yikes. Ooh, boy. These people got to be more careful. They got to be more careful messing with divine beings, chosen ones. Ooh, it's nice and lovely right now, isn't it? But this one, family being in a position to come and assist you or even climb up that mountain to come get you, knowing that you just exerted all of your strength just to make it to the top of that mountain. They've already made it down to the other side, but they're not going to risk anything to try to come up there and help you. They're waiting for you to reach out to them to ask because they're looking at you as she's about to fall any minute now. So they're really not, honestly, they're really not expecting you to make it down off of this mountain without help. Three of Pentacles reverse. But they want you to come ask them. That's so crazy, y'all. Isn't that crazy? But they don't even know by them, I heard severity. They don't even know by them taking this action, which really is a risk. It's a risk that they're taking. That they're setting themselves up. I heard trauma. They're setting themselves up for the most ridiculous outcome because they never saw this one coming. All right, y'all, let's see what this is. We heard that we designated this as kind of being the top of the mountain. And we heard divine justice here, but it's meeting this Three of Pentacles reverse energy where it is because they're going to be dealt with accordingly. And then on the same spectrum, we have the Ten of Wands. That's completion. So I'm like, okay, so now that we're at the top of this mountain, is that the completion? Like, what is this? That we made it to the top of the mountain? Finally, just climbing our way. I'm hearing out of struggles, like having to, like, I'm just, it's giving me like bare knuckling, bare nails, gripping the sides of the mountain, climbing, and having made it to the top. That's the 10 of Wands. Actions. What's on the other side of this? We have a 7 of Wands reverse, and then we have an Emperor reverse. So them saying any second she's gonna fall, and they're nudging each other, like elbowing, like any second. But not knowing they're setting them own selves up for the fall. Look at the 7 of Wands reverse. Emperor reverse. They got it good right now. They're in a position to help. I heard they're setting themselves up for the fall. But they're waiting for you to fall. I heard it can't get any more clearer than that. And then I'm reminded of clarity. We heard clarity in the channeling. Something about clarity. Can't get no more clear than this right here. All right, let's keep going, y'all. Let's see what this card is. I'm going to turn it over. We have the Hermit reverse. So this is coming out of a place. I heard suited and booted. Somebody who's like well equipped, but maybe possibly you didn't know your own strength sort of thing, but it's definitely time to come out. I heard a harness. A harness. A harness is to keep someone entrapped, right? Or not entrapped, but hold on, y'all. Let me see so I can see what kind of harness we're talking about. Hold on. I just need to hear what it is. Harness.
According to Cambridge Dictionary, Cambridge University Press and Assessment, a piece of equipment, including straps for fastening it, used to control an animal such as a horse or attach it to a load to be pulled, or a set of straps used to hold a person in place. A horse's harness.
See, they said to hold a person in place. Hermit reverse. So what is it that this hermit has been in a place too long, but we were just told there was a harness. They've been held there. All right. We did say something about realizing one's power. Let's see. So it's like being led to come out of this position, whatever that prior position was. I'm assuming along that mountain climb. Look at this. We got the will card, upright, forward motion. 8 of Wands reverse. I kind of chuckle because it's like it took forever to get to the top of this mountain. And then the 5 of Pentacles release is like that view is spectacular because you can see everything. Like this is the peak. You could see 360 all around you, 180, whatever. You could see it. You could see those looking up at you, pointing like any second now she's gonna fall. Oh boy. 7 of Pentacles reverse. This would entail some sort of loss of investment. But if you were in a harness, then why were you in a harness? Why were you being held captive? You escaped from whatever this is. But I feel like it has a lot to do with people utilizing your energy. However they're utilizing your energy, because somebody might say, well, describe that. What does that mean? That means them putting something about pressure, putting pressure on you. So possibly you've released yourself from constraints of pressure. Could be from family members. But by being released, it's like you've taken all of your goodness with you. all of that goodness that they were living off of, they were thriving off of, they were feeling confident off of, they had bragging rights off of. You're taking all of that with you. So it's definitely a loss to them of investment, because it's value, things that made them feel good, but it was off of your back. I heard deprived. You were deprived while they were being affluent, off of your essence, your energy. All right, 3 more cards here, y'all. We have the Knight of Swords, the Queen of Swords, and the Nine of Cups reverse. What's going on with this? I heard spectacular. I heard envy just now. Who is this, Spirit? Show me who this is. Who or what the circumstances. Show me, please. Ooh, okay. I heard trial by night or trial by sword, trial by error. I know it's trial and error, but I heard trial by error. I heard principles just now. Whew, Spirit, make it plain for me, please. What is this? Queen of Swords reverse. I heard an enemy in the camp. Whose enemy? All right, so I heard being targeted, so possibly collective being targeted by, well, that's the thing. I don't know if it's the Queen of Swords. Or if that's your energy. Spirit, please clarify. I heard capital gains. Watermark. Yeah, this isn't so clear for me. I'm not sure why. Y'all give me a moment. I heard impromptu. Adolescence. I thought it was supposed to be a peace offering, though. Because I feel like the direction of where we were talking about, you know, possibly that excommunicated energy, somebody's handing you over a peace offering was coming from this direction before we even saw the cards. But the way that they're coming in is not feeling very peaceful. I heard deranged just now. I heard unnoticeable and undetected. Yeah, that Knight of Swords reverse would speak to an irrational motion toward, like, not thinking clearly about whatever this is, this pursuit, because it's the knight on a horse. And then it's backed with this Queen of Swords reverse. I heard liable just now. But liable felt like it went along with like slander. If like somebody wanted to sue someone, I feel like that word liable comes in there. It's not a word that I would use in my vocabulary. I heard apparatus. Hold on, y'all. I need clarity on this Queen of Swords before we depart. Apparatus.
Here's the definition of apparatus: the technical equipment or machinery needed for a particular activity or purpose.
Y'all, we were talking about a harness here with the Hermit reverse, and apparatus means equipment. Has to do with equipment. All right, y'all. I don't know what's happening here. So an apparatus used for scuba diving includes goggles, flippers, breathing tanks. So it's things needed for a particular suit or a particular mission. Huh. All I know to do right now, y'all, is get some clarifiers, because I'm gonna be honest, I'm stuck on that one. But we are talking about a Queen of Swords, so you know, that's somebody with some sort of master plan or a plan in place. But it's like silent. I like to call the Queen of Swords a silent killer as well. But then we heard that, you know, they wanted to go undetected. I'm gonna specifically ask for clarifiers for this Queen of Swords. So we can go ahead. I heard in a nutshell. But we heard something about somebody being nutty already. So we have despair and then judication at the bottom of the deck. Despair fell right out on that Queen of Swords reverse. We have the pathway card on the side, and then one other card underneath that, the house card. So that libel or whatever the word is, could possibly be going on with this judication energy. Okay. Yeah, we were talking about high rises in the beginning, right? The co-op condo energy, like the house card pathway, right? They can't find you. But there's a whole bunch of truth being spoken, or words, throat chakra energy being balanced out, going forth. And it's like full throttle even with this Knight of Swords reverse. And then the Nine of Cups reverse is like the cups just keep pouring. Like it just keeps pouring. The cups never empty out. It's like it's just continuous, constant energy of, it feels like it's coming from, you know, the perspective of if somebody is going in circles out of madness because they, you know, they're being haunted, they're hearing your words, the truth is hitting them in the face, and they're getting messed up by, you know, the ancestors. They wanted to stop because we heard that in the channeling, but yet they can't find you to try to make you a peace offering, so to maybe cause it to cease. That's one way of looking at that. And then also possibly you, collective, I heard in grips, them not being able to put you back into this harness of this Hermit card reverse. They need you back in this harness. That's the other part. But neither one are actuality for them. I heard a fantasy. That would be a fantasy for them at this point. Something that would never happen. So all they can do is dream about it. So by putting you back in the harness means they're able to find you, offer you the peace offering, and you accept, and then, you know, then they can work their way back into putting you back in the straps of the harness. Which is a no. It's not going to happen. They can't find you. All right, that was interesting. I heard be still. So be still means don't make any moves, y'all. So this is for those who have already found their way to the promised land, right? I'm understanding now, like the luxurious high-rise building, that's the promised land energy. Like you've already made your way there. Possibly may not have moved in yet, but this is like the little gathering to where you're able to meet other people in the community and say, wow, this is about to really be my new home. Like, man, this is amazing. And they're there to make you feel welcome. You got the hors d'oeuvres flowing with the lobster this and the whatever this and stuff you would have never even imagined being a part of. But you got this one over here because we were told to refer to that as, what was that, the dark side? Yeah. They can't get out of whatever this is that they're in here. And they can't find you, but yet you're all around them. If that makes sense, right? But that was in reference to them hearing your voice, or, you know, they're being haunted. Like you're all around them, but yet not really, like they can't touch you, not physically or whatever, but you're there. Like they can't escape is the energy. They can't find you, pathway card on its side. They're looking, but can't find you. But you know, that reminds me of a reading that we did a couple of days ago to where the ancestors, in fact, are haunting them and enticing them with images and energies and of you. But when they get to that, because this could be in the dream state, when they approach you in the dream state, it's not you. It's the ancestors playing tricks on them. All right, y'all. I believe we got it. Interesting. So I stay still. I mean, at the peak of the mountain, though, not stuck in a situation to where you know you needed to leave. Not be still in that regard. But this is for those of you all who have climbed up that mountain and are at the top, and you're just kind of assessing things from there. Be still. All right, y'all. Hope this helps.